Hello all, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at app control for business, which previously known as WDAC. So by default, app control works on a default deny model. So that means the Windows kernel blocks every application by default unless an app is allowed by our Intune policy or installed by a trusted managed installer. So uh, until it's allowed by a trusted managed installer, it will not run. So the purpose of app control is to completely lock down the Windows OS, uh, instead other antivirus, instead of scanning of viruses, it works on a zero trust model. Basically, Windows assumes everything is blocked if an application is not signed by a trusted publisher or developed through or deployed through our trusted installer like Intune Management Installer. The OS or the kernel will stop it from the launching. So this is a tool that is it's a free tool that provided by Microsoft. So it's called App Control Policy Wizard tool. So this is a free tool from Microsoft which we will use to create the XML files that will that XML file will upload to create the app control for business policy. So when you launch this tool, so you have few options. So we will create a policy, new policy. So we clicked on create new policy. So what it will so it will give you a few. Yeah. So uh, this is a multiple policy format we have selected. Here we will select default Windows mode and the policy file selection. I will change the location for new location so that we can easily access the location or easily access the XML file here. So the location is the temp and then uh, the app control for a business folder. So here we will name it like default app control policy, and it will save as .xml file. So we'll click on next. We will keep the existing settings except this one, the manage installer. So this is a policy template, configure policy template. So we have enabled the manage installer here, and here you will get two options. So do you want to run this policy in audit mode? So Microsoft always recommend to run test this as an audit mode. Then you can do the block. So for this demo, I will go with the block option so that you can see the block uh, prompt that you will get when you will try to run any third-party apps that is not trusted. Uh, so there are applications like 7-zip or so in our video we will take example of 7-zip and Notepad++. So by default, this application is not trusted. This is a third-party application, so this is not trusted. So whenever we will try to install as well as try to launch that application, it will by default it will block them because, as I told before, it works on default deny mode. So everything which is trusted, it will only allow. The things that are not trusted, the exe, the publisher, the hash file of the of any file that is not trusted, it will simply block. Now we'll click on next. So here you can see what are the allow application that is listed here. So these are the by default allow application that will be listed here. So if you need to allow a third party applications, like as I told you, like you will test it on Notepad plus and mm, uh, 7-zip application. So you need to add here a custom rule to allow those application. So in this list, whatever you are saying, the publisher and the name, it will automatically allow. By default, it will allow. Like this screen shows like all the default digital certificates or like policy that Windows will automatically trust. Because we choose the default Windows mode earlier. So you can see already allows core Microsoft and Windows certificate. So our machine can actually boot up and run normally. So before we move on, you can see the bottom of the screen. I highly recommend it checking both of the merge with recommended block rule boxes. So Microsoft maintain this list to automatically block known vulnerability, known vulnerable drivers and native Windows tools that like uh, the hackers like to hackers like to exploit. We will check both of those and then click next. If you see, it is building our policy, whatever the settings we have selected, it is building the policy. So once the policy is created, it will show the location where the policy has been stored. So we have selected this temp app control for business location, and the XML has been stored here. So if you so we can see that our policy has been built, but if you see there are two files that is generated, the location that we have selected. So first one is the XML file. So the XML file is the like source code for our policy. So we use this like to make future edit. We can use this for our future edits, and this is the file that we'll upload in the Intune portal. This XML file. There is another file that is CIP. So this CIP file is the code integrity policy file. CIP stands for code integrity policy. So this is the compiled binary version. So what is the purpose of this CIP file is the Windows OS needs this binary format to actually enforce the rules at the kernel level. So because we are using modern Intune deployment, we don't need to touch this CIP file at all. So Intune will accept our XML file and automatically compile it to our endpoint. And if I show you the XML file, so this is the location where we have stored the XML file. So if I open this XML file, or if I open the XML file, it is loading just in it. Yeah. So this is the XML file. So yeah, this XML file that we have generated from the tool, the free tool that Microsoft provide. And whatever the settings we will in future, whatever the settings we will edit or whatever the policy we will edit, it will write on this XML, and according that the endpoint will get the policies. So now we have the XML file with us. Now it's time to create the app control for business policy on Intune. So if I go to our Intune portal, so to create the app control for business, you have to go under. Let me change the account. This is my login account. So login with this. The previous account doesn't have actually the Intune admin access, so that's why we are getting the data. So yeah, so this is with this account we will create the account of a business policy. So if we click on endpoint security blade, you will see in the left side there is an option for app control for business. Okay, so what we will do here, we will create a policy. So click on create, name it with default app control for business policy. Here you need to select the XML upload, which is by default. So here you need to upload our XML file. So go to app control for business. That is default app control for business policy XML. You click on open. You can see the entire XML file has been uploaded. The XML on the XML value. We'll click on next. We will keep it as default scope. Next, we will assign the policy later on that the device group we will create. So create. It's saving the policy. Once the policy is saved, we can use it for assignment to the endpoint devices. So as it the policy has been created. So this is our policy, default app control for business policy. So what we'll do, we will create one security group, uh, and we will keep our can say we will keep our test device in that group, and we will deploy. So go to here, log in with my Intune admin account. Go to groups. In the groups tab, you will we will create the new group. So this is a new group. Enter the name of the group. So here we will enter the name of the group. Intune trial SG app control for business. Here we will add the member. Uh, the member is this test device. So this is our test device. Intune test created the group. This is the group that is created. So here it's time to deploy this policy, assign this policy. So yeah. So if we check the group that we created, that is Intune trial accountable business. Yes. So here you see that one device that is part of this group defined as one device. There is no user that is uh, added on that group. And from here, for the future assignment, you can manage the include and exclude. So suppose there are specific device that you want to exclude from this policy, you can directly assign this policy as an exclude from those devices so that uh, like this policy will be excluded from those devices, group of devices or users. So click on next, click on save. So the assignment has been saved on the test device, and now what we will do, we will sync the device so that the device get the policy. So if I click on this info, and then we will click on sync. So yeah, if I so the device completed the sync, and if you see on Intune portal, Intune.com, if I log into Intune portal, you should see the policy assignment as a success on this device. So let's go to endpoint security. Then actually, if you see this page is login with by default this account. So every time I try to log into Intune portal, it by default login with this account. So I have to change the account. So I just change the account and verify. So endpoint security. If I go to now in sorry app control for business, and if we click on this, so it is showing us success. It show it successfully uh, deployed on this device, and this is the location where the active policy is stored. So if I the location C Windows System 32, then code integrity, after that CiPolicies, then active. So we will get our compile.cip file sitting right here. So Windows automatically downloads the XML from Intune, compiles it to binary, and drops it into this active folder using the unique GYD as the file name. So like you can question like how to understand like which one is the policy that we have deployed. So When we are generating that XML file, so if I show you that XML file, so this is the CIP file that was generated. So if you see the file ID or file name, that is 8bf4, and if we see here the same policy file that is downloaded, 8bf4. So this means that the policy that we have deployed is successfully applied on the device. So there is another thing you can like how you can check, like if you want to check the policy that is deployed through PowerShell. So if you PowerShell run as administrator, and here we are giving our admin ID. Administrator. So there is like a PowerShell command, so you can use to list the applied policy on the device. So the command is like there is a citool.exe space LP. That is list policies. You see, there are multiple policies that is showing. So one of the policy that we have deployed, that is, yeah, this one is the policy. This is the policy that is deployed. But that, like like this, we can confirm the policy that is being deployed on the device. Now, what we will check, like how it will work. So in that case, we will first launch an application, that is a Microsoft application, which is Excel. So we are launching the Excel on the system. So we can launch the Excel. Now we will launch a third-party application. So the third-party application that I have, that is 7-zip file manager. And as soon as I click on 7-zip, you can see it's blocked the application. It is not allowing to execute the 7-zip.exe. That the shortcut is like the exe that the shortcut is executing. And the same way, if I want to click on Notepad++, you will see the same. The exe notepad++.exe that the shortcut is trying to execute is blocked by the policy that we have deployed on this device. So now what we will do, we will try to exclude or we will try to allow an application while the policy remains active on the device. So in that case, we need to again launch this tool, that is app control policy wizard, and we can go to policy editor. So here what we need to do, we need to select the policy that we want to edit, and I'm creating a new folder, that is allow 7-zip application. So I will save the policy under this. So you see, allow 7-zip application. So we'll click on next. We'll keep it as sorry, block mode, and yeah. Now what we'll click on next. So here we need to add the custom rule. Okay, we need to add the custom rule so that the 7-zip application can be allowed. So here add custom rule and click on kernel rule, click on path. We will allow the entire path that is required to function 7-zip expected. Program files 7-zip. So this is the folder that is the install directory of 7-zip. So we have to select that. Before that, we need to change it to folder and select folder. The rule type is path. Now we can click on OK. So it is showing kernel mode component cannot be allowed or denied using package app or path rule. So this path rule is not allowed in kernel rules. So what we'll do, we will do a file attribute. Sorry, it just close policy editor. Open browse allow 7-zip application. Next, add custom rule. Yeah, we will allow here kernel rule, then file attribute, browse, program files, 7-zip, 7-zip.exe, open. Okay, let's go with path only. Okay, click on path, folder, selected the folder. The rule action is allow, means the file that will be executed from this folder will be allowed. Create rule. Once you click on create rule, it should come here. It should show in this list actually. It's not showing files under path. I think this is the one. And add custom rule. again allow. Now I will go with different rule, that is you can say publisher. Okay, and in that case I will allow Notepad plus plus Notepad++.exe product name. Use custom values means any version. So if Notepad++ is automatically upgrading to a newer version, in that case it should also uh, approve those file execution. CN publisher name. Okay, let's check with the 7-zip only. So we'll create a next. It is creating the policy. So if you see here, it is showing the rule, that is folder path, that is showing as allowed. If you see this, there are this folder path is showing as allowed. So if we click on next, it creates the policy. So we have allowed the folder itself, the installer folder, so that it it will trust all the files under that install directory of 7-zip. If you see now, the rule and the CIP dot policy file has been created. So let's jump to Intune portal again, and we will change the existing policy to this. So go to intune.microsoft.com. So it is showing in Microsoft Intune Admin Center, and if I, uh, as I told you, we need to change it to the account that I have permission of for Intune. So let me log in. So now what it will do, it will also, we will not create a new policy. We will change this XML file in the existing policy that we have created previously to like which was blocking the other application. So if I go to endpoint security, then I have to go to this app control for business, and the policy that was assigned was this one. So what I will do, I will just click on edit of the configuration settings, where it will allow Intune portal will allow us to re-upload the XML file. I'll click on this, and I will click on this file, the allow rule file. XML upload. So we will now. So there was some issue with generating the XML file. So because the size was more than 800 KB, so that's why it was not allowing us to upload that file. So I have edited that XML, and this is the current file that is below 800 KB. So now what? we have uploaded the allow policy XML file, which will allow the 7-zip, and we have edited the existing policy. So once it is uploaded, we will do a device sync, and once the sync is completed, we will test whether we are able to launch the 7-zip application or not. You can see the policy has been edited, and what we need to do, we need to again sync sync the device. So if I go to account and we click on access in school account info, and let's sync the device again. And if I go to, so in Intune UI, it will take some time to re-evaluate the deployment status. As you see, it is still showing as the previous XML deployment status. So let's refresh the console UI and sync. So if you see in that folder, it is showing the latest policy that is applied on 10:55 a.m. So the changes has been applied on the device. So means the allow list that we have added, that is applied. That's why the timing is showing the recent time. So now what we will do, we will try to execute 7-zip file manager, and let's see. And if you see, when we are clicking on 7-zip, it is allowing to execute that 7-zip application. But if I try the same with Notepad++, it will get the same message because we have not allowed the Notepad++ yet. So that is how app control business works. And there is an additional thing you need to know, like where you can see the logs. So there is a when you are log, you can track what are the application that is been blocked uh, or allowed to execute it, or just audited. So you have to come to event viewer logs, like event viewer, then application service log, Windows, and after that there is an folder called code integrity, then operational. So if you see, it is showing that Notepad++ application that has been blocked. It is blocking the Notepad++ application, but you will not get the 7-zip because 7-zip is now allowed. So you can refer this event viewer logs for troubleshooting. Here you will get uh, all the details, like what are the application that has been blocked, and uh, from which folder it is blocking. So you'll get this information here. So this is how app control for business works. Now the problem is that uh, if you are deploying this policies, app control for business policies, if you see for each and every application, you have to create a allow rule. You have to create a allow rule to allow the applications, or to exclude the application from that policy, and it is definitely a overhead for Intune administrator to configure the allow list, because if you see in a large environment, there are multiple in-house applications that run in a company. So if you have to allow each and every application with basis of file hash or path, then the XML, then it is very difficult to keep that XML file managed. So to overcome this problem, Intune has launched another, you can say, app control for business advanced uh, uh, policy tool that is called Manage Installer. So in the next video, we will see how Manage Installer overcome this problem with managing the XML file updated with the allow list of Windows application and the other required application. So we will see that in the next video, and I will create a separate video for this Manage Installer.